We're hoping to turn North Yorkshire Police from a good to a great police service. That means we have to be more responsive. The officers need to remain in the communities far longer than they currently are. That's why we're investing in mobile technology. The technology that currently we have isn't fit for purpose. We are looking at proven technology that exists across the United Kingdom, which will allow us to make sure our officers are in the right place, doing the things that the community want them to do, and also making sure that those who want to come to North Yorkshire to commit crime will be captured by ourselves. So the part of what we're trying to achieve is to make sure that we've listened to the community, that we're fully cognizant of the desires of the Police and Crime Commissioner to deliver on behalf of the people of North Yorkshire and maintain a policing service that is dynamic enough and flexible enough to meet those emerging challenges. As an example, we are looking at the supervisory ranks across the organisation. We've done that in such a way that we can invest 20 constable posts into key areas of concern for myself and the wider policing community, including a new cybercrime unit for North Yorkshire Police, and also investment in high-tech crime, public protection, and making sure that we have the right level of resources across the county. I think, bearing in mind we are surrounded by 7 other police services, most of whom have reduced their officer numbers, North Yorkshire Police is absolutely committed to trying to maintain that level of frontline service delivery. That does mean we're going to have to challenge some of the ways that we do our business. That does mean there's going to be some difficult conversations with our communities. So in order to find savings that protect that front line, we are having to look at our estate, having to look at how we actually deploy some of our resources, and we can go into more detail about that. The good news is that the number of neighbourhood officers and PCSOs that are committed to providing that very localised community service are being protected. We are looking about how we deal with our specialist resources, but as you know, we've already invested quite heavily in some of those in relation to our major crime investigation team. So 3 key things for me is around making sure we provide that personal service still, far more responsive. Key element of that is the way in which we deal with calls from the public.
A lot of people say, well, why are you spending money in times of austerity? We have a £140 million budget. That's a lot of money to deliver a key public service. And we have to, especially now, look at how we can best use that money. And just because it's times of austerity does not mean that we stop investing in the future of this police service. We have to make sure that the communities of North Yorkshire are kept safe and that policing resources are used more intelligently and efficiently in order to move forward in the future. So that investment is absolutely critical.
The actual operational policing model has the potential to deliver about £1.4 million worth of recurring savings. You have to remember that some of the investment in the IT is one-off capital money, not revenue. The idea ultimately is that we will be able to certainly save money around our sort of locate system, because that traditionally reduces the cost of your fleet by about 10 to 15%. Some of these projects will be through a full business case. So what we've done is identify the kit that we require in certain aspects of it, and then knowing that if you model what's happened elsewhere, we will see the usual kind of return on investment, and the locate system's about 15%, because you reduce the size of your fleet, your fuel drops because you're actually using your fleet far better. But some of it's around that kind of opportunity saving, isn't it, around officers now being in their community for a lot longer, and also providing that level of reassurance to a community that's expecting a very high level of service anyway. And we're trying to maintain that by being smarter about how we deliver policing, knowing that, you know, we still have to deliver some of the savings.
And in some of the rural areas, we are able to take some of those roles that are currently not out and about in communities and to deploy them in the local communities. So some areas like Craven will actually see more officers in the rural communities than they currently have at the moment.